Hannah Blake was a vibrant 33-year-old woman when she found herself at a concert in Melbourne that would change her life forever. As she stood among thousands of fans, the thrill of being in the presence of her musical hero, Elton John, filled the air. This night wasn't just an ordinary concert for Hannah. It was a celebration of 5 incredible years of sobriety, a milestone that marked her journey through darkness toward light. Years earlier, Hannah had faced significant challenges that pushed her to the brink. Struggling with addiction, she often felt lost and alone. However, through determination and support from loved ones, she found the strength to change her path. Music played a vital role during this transformation, especially Elton John's songs. His lyrics resonated with her struggles and hopes, offering encouragement when she needed it most. As the concert began, excitement buzzed around her. The energy was electric, with fans singing along to every word. Hannah felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude. She wanted to express how much Elton's music meant to her, not just as entertainment but as a lifeline. That's why she made the bold decision to hold up a sign that read, "Sober 5 years. You saved my life." It was a message from the heart, revealing her vulnerability and strength. In that moment, under the bright lights and surrounded by cheering fans, Hannah felt a mix of hope and anxiety. Would anyone notice? Would Elton see her sign? Little did she know that this concert would become a pivotal moment in her life, one where she would connect with not only a legend but also an audience who understood the power of redemption and resilience. Hannah's journey to sobriety was not an easy one. 5 years earlier, she found herself trapped in a cycle of addiction that felt impossible to escape. The struggles she faced were overwhelming. Days turned into nights filled with despair, and she often felt isolated from the world around her. It was a dark time when joy seemed out of reach. However, deep inside, there was a spark of determination that refused to be extinguished. With the support of her family and friends, Hannah began the difficult process of recovery. She attended support groups, sought therapy, and turned to music as a source of comfort and inspiration. Elton John's songs became anthems for her transformation, resonating with her feelings of struggle and hope. Each year of sobriety represented not just time passed but a series of milestones that marked her healing progress. The first year was particularly challenging. Every day felt like a battle against cravings and self-doubt. Yet, as she navigated through those early days, Hannah discovered strength within herself that she had never known existed. The support from her loved ones played a crucial role in helping her stay committed. As she celebrated 2 years sober, the weight of her past began to lift, allowing room for new dreams and aspirations. By the time she reached 5 years, Hannah felt empowered by her journey and wanted to share it with others who might be struggling. This milestone wasn't merely about time, it symbolized resilience and the potential for change. Attending Elton John's concert in Melbourne became an opportunity for Hannah to reflect on how far she had come. Her sign was not just a celebration but also a message of hope for anyone facing similar battles, proving that recovery is possible with perseverance and support. The night of the concert was alive with energy and excitement. The Melbourne Arena buzzed with a sea of fans, each person brimming with anticipation for Elton John's performance. As the lights dimmed and the band began to play, the air filled with the sounds of cheers and applause, creating an electric atmosphere that could be felt throughout the venue. Hannah stood amidst this vibrant crowd, her heart racing in tune with the music. The stage lights danced in colorful patterns, illuminating Elton and his band as they launched into some of their greatest hits. The excitement was infectious. Voices rose in harmony with every note sung, as fans sang along passionately, creating a collective chorus that echoed throughout the arena. Elton John's presence was magnetic. His charisma enchanted everyone. He moved across the stage with confidence, engaging effortlessly with his audience. Each song resonated deeply, stirring emotions and memories for many present. For Hannah, each note acted as a reminder of her journey, a reminder that music had been a lifeline during her struggles. As he transitioned into "I'm Still Standing," the energy reached a fever pitch. The crowd jumped up and down, singing along with enthusiasm that filled every corner of the space. It was more than a performance. It was a celebration of life and resilience. Fans waved their hands in unison, creating waves of rhythm synchronizing perfectly with Elton's piano keys. In that moment, Hannah felt empowered by the love surrounding her, everyone sharing joy through music. With her sign held high against the flickering lights, she sensed she was part of something bigger than herself. The connection among fans and their shared experience made it clear. They were all united in their love for music and its power to heal. Little did she know how this night would also define her own endurance and recovery journey when Elton ultimately acknowledged her gesture from the stage. Hannah's sign, "Sober 5 years. You saved my life," was more than just a message, it encapsulated her entire journey of recovery and gratitude. Each word represented the struggles and triumphs she had experienced over the past 5 years. The phrase, "Sober 5 years," was a celebration of her dedication, marking a significant milestone that reflected her hard work and resilience in overcoming addiction. It symbolized countless days filled with determination, each one a step toward healing and self-discovery. The second part of the sign, "You saved my life," was directed at Elton John, acknowledging the profound impact his music had on her during her darkest moments. His songs had been a source of hope, comfort, and encouragement for Hannah as she navigated through the pain of her addiction. When she listened to his lyrics, they resonated with her feelings of despair and aspirations for a brighter future. His music provided solace, reminding her that she was not alone in her struggles. Holding the sign high above her head amidst the excitement of the concert was Hannah's way of expressing this deep gratitude. She wanted everyone around her to know how transformative music could be for those in need, especially for someone like herself who experienced its life-changing power firsthand. As she stood there, surrounded by fellow fans cheering and singing along, she felt an overwhelming sense of connection, not just to Elton but to all those who had fought similar battles. In that moment, Hannah hoped to inspire others to recognize the strength within themselves and embrace the possibility of change. Her sign was not only a personal declaration, it became a beacon of hope for anyone facing their own demons, demonstrating that recovery is possible with support and perseverance. As the concert progressed, Hannah felt the energy of the crowd wash over her like a wave. Every song sung by Elton John resonated with her, but it was during "I'm Still Standing" that everything changed. The music pulsed through the arena, and she held her sign high, her heart pounding with anticipation. She never imagined that this moment would lead to such a personal connection with her idol. In an unexpected turn, Elton John paused mid-performance, scanning the audience as he often did. Suddenly, his eyes locked onto Hannah, and time seemed to stand still. With a warm smile, he pointed directly at her, creating a surge of excitement that rippled through the crowd. "So did you," he said, acknowledging her journey and validating her hard-earned sobriety. The words struck Hannah like lightning. His recognition filled her with a sense of belonging she had longed for. As the crowd erupted into tears and applause, Hannah felt overwhelmed by emotion. The cheers enveloped her, and she could see the faces of fellow fans reflecting joy and support. This was no longer just a concert. It transformed into a shared celebration of resilience and hope. Elton's gesture made her feel seen in a way she had never expected. It was as if he understood her struggles and praised her strength without needing to know all the details of her past. When Elton restarted the song, this time for her, Hannah was swept away in a wave of gratitude. With each note played, she felt empowered and connected, not just to Elton but to everyone in the arena who cheered for her journey. In that unforgettable moment, Hannah realized that music had the incredible power to heal and connect people, and she was fortunate to experience it firsthand. As Elton John pointed at Hannah and acknowledged her journey, a palpable wave of emotion surged through the crowd. Gasps of surprise quickly transformed into an overwhelming eruption of applause and cheers, filling the arena with a powerful sense of unity. Tears streamed down the faces of many fans, touched by the sincerity of the moment. It was not just Hannah's victory that was celebrated, it became a collective acknowledgement of every individual fight against hardship. The audience was swept up in a shared experience, where every clap and cheer reflected support and encouragement. Fans hugged one another, teary-eyed yet smiling, feeling as though they were part of something profound. Strangers turned to each other with knowing glances, recognizing the importance of connection and their shared love for music and resilience. For many attendees, it felt like a reminder that they were not alone in their battles, be it addiction, mental health struggles, or personal crises. As Elton restarted, "I'm Still Standing," for Hannah, the emotional response grew even stronger. The music swelled while fans sang along passionately, creating an atmosphere saturated with hope and celebration. Voices harmonized together, drowning out the sound of individual struggles and amplifying a sense of community that reminded everyone that healing is possible. In that moment, vulnerability transformed into strength for Hannah and those around her. The arena pulsed with empathy and understanding, reinforcing the idea that music has the unique ability to unite people across different walks of life. The tears shed were not just ones of sadness, they also represented relief, joy, and the cathartic release of pent-up emotions. Hannah stood amidst this sea of compassion, feeling seen and supported by both Elton and her fellow fans. It was a powerful reminder that no matter how isolated someone might feel in their journey, moments like this prove we can find strength in one another, and together celebrate life's victories, big or small. After the emotional surge of applause and tears, Elton John took a breath and smiled brightly at Hannah. The atmosphere in the arena was electric, each fan buzzing with anticipation as they sensed something special was about to happen. With a nod, he returned to his piano, fingers poised above the keys, and the familiar opening notes of "I'm Still Standing" began to fill the air once more. This time, however, the song carried a deeper meaning. As Elton played, he directed his attention toward Hannah once again. The crowd erupted into cheers as they recognized that this performance was dedicated specifically to her, a heartfelt tribute to her strength and journey. His voice soared through the stadium, weaving together notes of joy and resilience that resonated with everyone present. Hannah felt a rush of emotions as she joined in singing along with the crowd. The words seemed to echo not just for her but for all those who had overcome challenges in their lives. Each chorus became a celebration, turning into a powerful anthem of survival and hope. Fans around her waved their hands and sang loudly, some with tears in their eyes while others beamed with pride. As Elton played on, it became clear that this wasn't just a concert, it was a unifying moment where personal stories intertwined with the music. The crowd became one entity, an ocean of voices harmonizing together in support of Hannah and everyone who had faced their own hardships. With each note, the energy grew stronger, creating an invisible bond among all who were present. Hannah felt buoyed by the love surrounding her. It was like being wrapped in a warm embrace from people she had never met but who understood her journey. In that remarkable moment, "I'm Still Standing" transformed into an anthem not only for Hannah's sobriety but for anyone fighting their own battles, reminding them that they too could rise above adversity. Music has an unparalleled ability to heal and support individuals through their struggles, and Elton John's songs have touched countless lives in profound ways. For Hannah Blake, his music was a guiding force during her journey toward sobriety. Each lyric spoke to her struggles, transforming feelings of isolation into a sense of shared understanding. The melodies became comforting companions, reminding her that she was not alone, even in her darkest moments. Elton's music captures the complexities of emotion, ranging from heartache to triumph, and this resonated deeply with Hannah as she navigated the challenges of addiction. Songs like "I'm Still Standing" became anthems of resilience for her, a reminder that life could be better and that recovery was achievable. The power in the music lies not just in the notes themselves but in the emotions they evoke and the connections they create among listeners. At the concert in Melbourne, when Hannah held up her sign expressing her gratitude, it encapsulated this deep bond between music and healing. When Elton paused to acknowledge her journey, it underscored how his art had played a significant role in many fans' lives, including hers. The heartfelt gesture affirmed that each person's story mattered and that music could bridge individual experiences into collective strength. Beyond just entertainment, Elton John's songs have served as lifelines for those grappling with various challenges, be it addiction, loss, or depression. Fans find solace in his lyrics and melodies, encouraging them to embrace their pain and transform it into something hopeful. Music fosters communities of support where individuals can come together, share their stories, and uplift one another. In Hannah's case, this connection with music culminated at the concert when she experienced a peak moment of healing, a celebration where strength and vulnerability coexisted harmoniously. The echoes of Elton John's voice reminded everyone present that they can rise above their struggles through resilience and hope, proving once again that music is a powerful force for change and healing. As the echoes of the concert faded, Hannah found herself enveloped in a profound sense of joy and acceptance. The exhilaration from being part of such a special moment lingered in her heart, and she couldn't help but reflect on how far she had come in her journey to sobriety. Being able to share her story so openly in front of thousands of people felt transformative. It was more than just a celebration of 5 years. It was a testament to resilience and strength. Her experience that night highlighted the importance of community and connection. Hannah realized she was part of something much bigger than herself. The support, love, and understanding from those around her reaffirmed her belief that recovery is not a solitary journey but a shared experience. She felt an overwhelming gratitude for Elton John's acknowledgement, which had not only touched her heart but had also inspired countless others who faced their own struggles. In that moment, Hannah was filled with renewed purpose. She envisioned using her own experiences to help others on their paths to recovery, much as music had helped her. No longer just a spectator, she wanted to be an advocate and a voice for those who felt lost or alone. The concert became a catalyst for her newfound mission, to spread hope and show that healing is possible with the right support. As she left the arena, Hannah carried with her the powerful memories of that night. The music, the voices raised in unity, and the feeling of being seen. The words, "So did you," echoed in her mind like a mantra, reminding her that she was capable of overcoming challenges. Filled with positivity and determination, she stepped into the future ready to embrace life's next chapters, knowing that there would always be strength in vulnerability and power in music's ability to heal. The unforgettable night of the concert in Melbourne left a lasting impact on both Hannah and the entire audience. As the final notes of "I'm Still Standing" faded away, those present carried with them not only the echoes of Elton John's music but also the powerful emotions that underscored the entire experience. For Hannah, it was a culmination of her journey, a moment where she felt seen, valued, and connected to others who shared similar struggles. The warmth of the community around her reinforced that she was not alone in her fight for recovery. For the audience, witnessing Hannah's story unfold before their eyes transformed the concert into something remarkable. It became a space where vulnerability met strength, and kindness surged through the crowd like a wave. The collective tears and applause inspired many to reflect on their own journeys, proving that moments of compassion can forge bonds among people from all walks of life. They left the arena feeling uplifted, realizing that simple gestures of acknowledgement can create profound connections and motivate others facing their own hardships. In the days that followed, stories of that night circulated among fans and friends alike, spreading messages of hope and resilience far beyond the concert venue. Hannah's sign and Elton's acknowledgement became symbols of empowerment for those striving for change in their lives. By sharing her story so publicly, Hannah encouraged others to embrace their narratives and seek support when needed. Ultimately, the power of music to heal and unite was beautifully illustrated that evening. It reminded everyone present that recovery is not just an individual journey but one that can be enhanced through community, empathy, and shared experiences. The concert served as a reminder that acts of kindness can inspire waves of change, motivating individuals to rise above their challenges while fostering a sense of belonging in a world that can often feel isolating.